Behind the Badge, brought to you by Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Well, someone out there will be sitting down to Thanksgiving dinner with their family because of the heroic actions of a Utah Highway Patrol trooper.
ABC4's Rick Aaron shows us his life-saving act of bravery in tonight's Behind the Badge.
The crazy thing is that person will never know how lucky they were that Trooper Jeffrey Hall was on duty Friday night when a speeding van was going the wrong way on Interstate 15.
564, copy northbound and southbound lanes.
Trooper Hall's dash cam was recording Friday night at 11:46 as a dark-colored van was accelerating right at oncoming vehicles north of Nephi. Hall, a St. George native and Dixie State University graduate, sped up with his lights and sirens on to warn oncoming traffic.
I look across the median to see where he's at, and he's actually keeping up with me. And at this point, I'm going about 110 miles an hour. And at that point, I realized that this needs to end and end very quickly before somebody gets killed. Most certainly, somebody would have died if he hit somebody head on going that fast.
With no backup units anywhere near, Trooper Hall knew it was up to him to swerve into the path of the speeding van.
I was pretty amped up. I mean, I did have a lot of adrenaline going through me, but at the same time, I felt really calm and collected about what needed to happen and what my duty was as a trooper. I turned into the crossover and I saw him coming, and I guess I timed it just right. As I hit him, I just hoped that I wasn't in the middle of the road because I knew that there was oncoming traffic, and I was just hoping that we were in a position where they could make it around us and stop in time where I wasn't going to get hit.
Miraculously, neither Trooper Hall nor the driver of the van were seriously injured. 43-year-old Corey Roy White was arrested for DUI and reckless endangerment. According to the arrest report, he had methamphetamine in his system and an open container of alcohol. He told officers he thought it was all a dream and that he believed Trooper Hall was trying to race him. Now, reflecting back, Hall says he's not a hero, just a trooper.
I did what needed to be done and how it needed to be done at that specific time and place. To be able to hopefully let somebody go home safely and live another day. And if that means putting my life in jeopardy, then that's what it's going to take. And I'm okay with that.
Trooper Hall tells me that this Thursday he'll be spending part of his Thanksgiving with his family before he has to head out to patrol the highways of Juab County at night. For Behind the Badge, I'm Rick Aaron, ABC4 News.
Wow, thank you, Rick Aaron, for the story. Well, to see more Behind the Badge stories or to nominate an officer for Rick to profile, head to our website, abc4.com/badge.